So now we can start reassembling it as it came apart. Starting with the bottom going up. So first off, we'll put our big old jets back in. This one being the main jet. This one being the slow jet. And our flathead screwdriver. Clean the tool off too before I go too much further. I don't want to get any accidental dirt in there. And then just put them until they stop. Don't reef on them because they will strip. That's all there is to that. Very good. Alright, so we had that, then we had our float and our needle. There we go. And then we can take our pin right here. We can put the pin back in. Alright, so now we get the bowl in. You gotta make sure the bowl is free and falls down under gravity. If it doesn't fall down under gravity, you probably have a bent rod right here, at which time you have to get in there and make sure that that's 100% perfectly square and straight. Yeah. That works fine. Alright. Next up, let's see. Now we can move to the top. Everything under here is all done. I'm pretty sure of... Actually, we can do this side right here. Quickly give this a little clean. Hit it with our wire brush or our plastic brush. Yep. Dry it off. And this is what went under that. And make sure there's no dust or debris. Everything's clean and works. Set that right there. The spring that goes in there. And then the screws that hold it on are these two. The longer ones. And that was facing up. Make sure that this gasket seats in the rim. And you put it around there. Put one screw in for now. Just so it holds it down. The other screw right there. Next up, we will do, that's all set. This is all set. What went on this side? That was the bracketry for the throttle position sensor. I tell you what, we should do the top next. So, in the top, we had our needle that goes through the center hole. Like so. Like that. We had this little spring-loaded cap in there. Just kind of sits in there. I don't know how we're going to get that to sit in there correctly. Like that. Make sure the gasket goes in. Very good. So we got the cap on. We got that outside screw started. Make sure the side where the gasket loop is has this nub facing there. This can only go on one way, so you'll be able to figure it out. What's next? Well, I think we can do the SE valve. It's been all cleaned up. O-ring's in good shape. Stick that right there. Alright, perfect. Have a good shot at that. All set. Now let's get the throttle position sensor back in its spot. I believe right there was where it belongs. Sort it like that. Make sure everything's good. Everything spins. Yep. We can stick those screws in. And that one. Looks way better than it did. Get in here with a quick Q-tip just to clean things up. Get in the bottom of there. Bottom of there. Scratch out anything that I can't get by hand. Alright, now we can put our bowl stop screw back in, drain screw. Just snug, not too tight. Put our bowl gasket back in. Like so, and put the bowl back on. We're going to thread in our throttle, whatever you want to call it, our idle. So we have one throttle screw, one bowl screw, two bowl screw, three bowl screws, and for now, the last thing I have to put back in is my fuel and air screw, which goes right here. Where'd you go? Goes right here. Alright, I had to switch cameras. Sorry about that. My other one died. Hopefully this one's aiming somewhere in the vicinity. So what I had to do was take the fuel screw, with the air fuel mixture screw, and cut a groove in it for a screwdriver, because there was no way I was getting it back in the way I was going about it. So I did that, and I could take my regular old, wherever I put it, screwdriver. Now I can screw this all the way in fairly quickly. And again, you don't want to stop this out hard. You want to just kind of stop it out where it softly just stops going in, because you could risk breaking the end of the needle off. Alright, that's where it stopped. We're going to come out 1 3/4. Right about there. So that's it. Carburetor's completely rebuilt. It's ready to be reinstalled. Everything works correctly. So you hit the throttle here. The air comes rushing through here. If I blow through this, this now opens. So that has good resistance. It's not hanging up on anything. So I'll show you. So that one's, you can see straight through with the throttle, straight open, right in there, just like that. And that's it. Took about a couple hours, but worth it. Carburetor's like brand new. Didn't need to replace anything. Just I put that screw that was really fouled up out here where it's really easy to get at, so I'm not having to remove any of this stuff to get in there with a pair of pliers and remove it. So I'll be removing that and replacing it with a nice Allen-headed bolt. So there we go. That is how you rebuild a carburetor.